Hey, I'm Kev, welcome back to Automobilista. It has been a while, hasn't it? As we're around the beautiful Autodromo Jose Carlos base in Sao Paulo, Brazil. The 2.7 mile roughly long circle is 10 laps of the Kart Extreme mod. As we are in the Newman Haas vehicle. Starting 15th, as you can see. And we've got a rolling start here ahead of us. So we're just going to get everything up to temperature, hopefully, in this formation that. Then have a good race ahead of us and see what we can do. Against 95% strength opponents, medium aggression, and 50% damage multiplier. Now, normally I race with 100%, but after some practice, there's some sausage cuts on the inside of a few corners around it, and our opponents are not very good at handling them, so thought I'd turn it down slightly, the damage and the aggression. But there should still perhaps be some chaos. Especially as we're starting 15th here, and we're in the midfield. It's going to be hairy through the center S's and the first few corners and first lap. And hopefully it will settle down, because from what I remember, Automobilista AI is a bit frantic on the opening that, but they do find some good battling, especially with one of my favourite mods. Automobilista, probably my favourite sim as well, out of all of the ones out there. But yeah, it's been a long time since we've raced in here and raced with this mod, so I thought it was a good time to just go back. I do a combo that never happened in real life. Of course, kart raced in Brazil, the late 90s. Early 2000s, but that's around the Rio Oval, which is also an Automobilista, so I might give that a go as well. But I'm not sure how good our opponents are on ovals. I remember doing it with the GameStop Kart Extreme version of this mod, that we did an oval race, we did an Indy 50, and they were actually okay. So we maybe need to test out an Automobilista as well. So are we going?
Let's go.
We are.
On your right.
Try and be a bit cautious.
Easy, hold your line. Clear on your right.
So the Foresight car cuts us off.
On your left. On the left side. That's barely a scratch.
Too cautious. Scott Pruitt leads the way.
Careful, car on your right. 3 wide in the middle. Clear.
Car trying to go around my outside. That's not going to work.
Time to get to work.
It's got home hero Gujamin in front in his Pac West car. Man, hard to believe these cars are 21 years old. It's more based on the 98 season.
On your left. All clear on the left. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. Left side.
There's all the banging wheels in front.
Still there. Careful, still there.
God, you've got to be so cautious on the power in these beasts. Around 850 brake horsepower under your right foot here. And it's a vintage turbo engine as well, where it just peaks out of nowhere. But it's like the first lap.
16 on your right. Easy, hold your line.
Let's try and go down the inside of the cool green machine.
Car on your left. Hold your line. Clear left. Easy, car on your left. Still
Who's that, Franchitti or Tracy who just going around the outside of? It was Tracy.
track temps increasing.
We've got Richie Hearn in front. We've got 21 opponents, so we don't have the full grid we're racing with.
Car on your left.
Oh, it's Richie, leaving us some space.
Well done, Kev. Nice move, mate.
I'll be doing that.
2 looked out. Ahead is now 1.2 seconds.
There's all the Englishman. BTCC driver the bar season. Coming back to racing after a few years away, but this is probably him at his peak, wasn't it, in kart? On some classic races such as Portland. Back West, decent team as well, but then. Now, our history of this kart here is not the best, but it's definitely going to be an IndyCar off-season project. Try and basically just watch all the races from this era. So what the hell? That's a car coming in from nowhere.
Car on your left. All clear on the left. In this lap. In this lap.
In this lap? Why? It still leads away. Oh, like a second ahead of Adrian Fernandez. So yeah, definitely need to look back at this era. Era that's looked at very fondly from kart fans, from American open wheel racing fans.
Box. Hit now.
I know why I spotted saying that. We've got virtually 11 laps of fuel, so the tyres should not be wearing after 3 laps.
Leader was just done at 120.3.
And you also have these cars which have
Gap to Lundell ahead is increasing. It's now 0.8.
insane power, but don't have as much downforce as like an F1 car would generate, so it just slips and slides. Being a turbo engine as well, it's dramatic. There's hello JJ. Oh, not close enough.
Track temperature is increasing. It's now 51 Celsius.
Now we are in the points, old kart still. Top Trail scored points. I wish that IndyCar used the kart system of scoring as well. It's like it's as far down that quite a few drivers can score points.
Still there, all clear on the right.
But there's still a bit of a gap to the winner, and it's just a very clean system, a nice system. No points mean prizes. Means you've raced well, rather than being awarded everywhere. Something IndyCar is missing.
Fernandez, 120.3.
As there we go, Lato, easy parade.
On your right. Airbolt still there, clear right. Your lap time was 21.
Oh, out brakes ourselves slightly.
0.5 off the pace. 62 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. 63 times fast.
Here we go, into the top 10, halfway through the race. Oh, you've got to be so careful getting on the power. Nice evening sun as well. I said at 6 PM the start time. Because that's what F1's been doing recently, hasn't it? Trying to make this race more European audience friendly. Starting a bit later. Man, can you imagine IndyCar around here? That would be fun old time. As hello, Brundle.
On your right. They're on your
Very
right.
slow. Because there have been rumours of IndyCar being in Brazil in recent years. Of course, they had the disaster with Brasilia a couple of years ago.
Leader's just done it, 119.9.
And with the rumoured project, new circuit project,
Halfway home. Got plenty of fuel.
Rio.
Down position.
I know F1's been linked to it, even though it doesn't exist yet. Never know for IndyCar, but the last time IndyCar raced in Brazil this decade was in Sao Paulo with the street race, which was pretty up and down because you had this concrete main straight and that caused issues when it rained, and a few times it did rain around there, but and it's also full of 90-degree corners, not very exciting circuit to look at, but the racing, especially the last race there, if I remember it was the last race in 2013, where you had Takuma Sato fresh off winning Long Beach with AJ Foyt. Yeah, an AJ Foyt car won a race. I think that's the last time AJ Foyt won a race as well with Sato. You had him defending hard even though he didn't have the best condition of like the tyres and was suffering a bit compared to his rivals. And of Joseph Newgarden in his Fisher Hartman racing machine. But when he couldn't make the move stick, there was James Hinchcliffe in his Andretti car coming through with a last corner move to win the race as Sato outbraked himself. Just dunked it down the inside and grabbed a brilliant victory. What a three that season for the Mayor of Hinchtown.
It's now 33 Celsius.
And man, is he a driver we're going to miss on the 2020 grid maybe. Shockingly as well. Just like I miss a race in Brazil, I do not want to miss a Canadian driver on the grid as well. That's how we'd have one, would we? It's kind of poignant mention Canadian drivers on the American Open World Racing grid, especially with the recent 20-year anniversary of the death of one of the greatest of them, Greg Moore. Only in his early 20s as well, when his Foresight machine just crashed at Fontana in, and just a horrible accident. And yeah, that's a guy who signed up for Penske for 2000 and unfortunately it's going to be one of those what if stories. And the seat that Cashin Evers eventually got, of course it won him 3 Indy 500s, never a car to IndyCar title. Mate, you could just imagine what Moore would have done in that seat. And that's again why I want to watch that era, because I've only watched highlights of Greg Moore. I haven't watched many full races the year of him racing as well. I know it's never the same as at the time, but still. It's going to dive it. It's been a bit slow into that corner. A lot tonight. I've got Gil de Ferrin, another Brazilian legend, another Penske driver, a former Penske driver in front.
Your front brakes are getting pretty hot.
That's not good. So you've got 2 laps remaining after this one. So yeah, I'm really looking. I really hope Hinch can at least get an Indy 500 slot. No doubt he will. But if he could get, say, like the second Dale Coyne seat alongside Bourdais, that would be a brilliant team. I would love that. Or the third, or rumoured third, Rahal Letterman Lanigan seat alongside Graham Rahal and Takuma Sato. Because man, you need the Hinch on your grid. A guy who's on his day brilliant, but is just inconsistent over his seasons. A bit like my favourite driver in season, Takuma Sato. He's just coming off the back of his first season in IndyCar, his 10th season in IndyCar as well, where he won, but he maybe should have won a few more races. For some reason he just can't be consistent in the middle of the season, Sato. So he's challenging for a top 5 position. He ended up, I think it was 8th in the end. But yeah, he could have got a top 5 if he just got finishes in the middle of the season at Texas, a place like that, before winning in Gateway, which was a brilliant win. So we've got the white flag coming out. See if we can get into the top 7. No, we won't. Let's see if we can hold on tonight. So yeah, we really do need to see Hinch in the seat. But I am excited with what McLaren have. The last 2 Indy Lights champions, Pato Ward and Ollie Askew. And Askew's coming off the back of 3 brilliant seasons fighting with Venus VK. And I hope to see the Dutchman as well in IndyCar. I mean, they fought for the Indy Lights. VK won the Indy Pro 2000 championship, but Askew won the USF 2000 championship. So one of the best Pro to Indy battles between those 2. I'm very excited to see what Askew can do in an IndyCar. Same with O'Ward again, returning. I've just seen with Cardin earlier this year, with Harding last year making his debut at Sonoma, and of course a stint with Red Bull in Super Formula as well, and G and F2.
So well done, mate. Good finish.
So he only finished 9th in the end. Went up 6 places though. That's not too bad. We scored 4 points in the old system, even though this Luminas car maybe a bit better than that.
Clear on the left side.
With the Swift chassis, it's pretty decent. So who won? Pruitt held off Franchitti, Fernandez, Moore and Zanardi rounded out the top 5. Who grabbed the final point? Castro Neves, of course, on home turf, but very excited to see what
Car on your right.
McLaren or Smith McLaren can do next year.
On your left.
Smith, Arrow,
Clear left.
McLaren, Arrow, Smith, McLaren. It's got McLaren and Smith together. There you go. And yeah, really do hope Hinchcliffe can get a full-time ride. It's just awful timing though. No kind of put on him. And then maybe shouldn't have announced that he would have a 2020 seat. They should have just said we'll wait till the end of the season. But I hope you enjoyed the return to Automobilista, to Card Extreme, to Rambling. I definitely have. And as I said, I might try and do this on an oval, around the Rio Oval, see what it's like. I've raced the Formula trucks on the Rio Oval. I haven't not tried these cars though. Yeah, it was pretty decent racing. Good performance from the AI. So we'll do a victory lap even though we didn't really win. But I'll be back with some different content. Voice has been a bit poor recently, but it feels like it's getting better, so you might see some more MotoGP back again. Apart from, of course, WRC, Dakar. I've got to record Barja as well, because Barja 1000's coming up. So you'll see that shortly, and yeah, just lots of series to get through before Automobilista and Supercross 3 come out in February and March next year. And I really cannot wait till Automobilista 2, so hope this mod gets upgraded and can be part of Automobilista 2, but with the Madness engine now, I'm not sure there will be mods for Automobilista 2, we'll see. But that's the kart car round for Jerome Jose Carlos pace. That was some very average driving, but good battling as well. So you race past the setting sun. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.
What's your speed?
Nailed it.